Hey sunshines, and welcome to number 4 question of the biggest Get Healthy collab, and that is, what is our transformations so far in this quarter of this collab? So let's take a look. I know, well, I'm not going to surprise it, so let's take a look and check out how everybody has done.
From the channel Happy Cashew, and this is my current transformation progress.
Hi guys, I'm still Unwin and I'm about to show you my body transformation. I've never done one of these before, so I'm very interested to see how this turns out. So this is my body transformation since beginning my weight loss journey back in January 2016.
Morning world, I'm Annemarie, Kelley, and question 4 is before and after in our transformation videos. So here is a little look.
Hi guys, it's Savannah from WABI, SABI, Savannah, and what you're about to see is my physical transformation that I've made so far on my weight loss journey. It's Sabine from Wonderbene. In this segment I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of before and after pictures that show my weight loss progress in visual form. These were taken at various stages of my weight loss, and I will just kind of slide them in here after I'm done talking. Enjoy. I hope that inspires, and I know making those before and after pictures was very motivating to myself, because I got to see what you don't necessarily notice in yourself every single day in a picture, that you actually have lost circumference and everything. So I definitely encourage anybody who's lost any weight to do before and after shots, because it's so cool to look at them afterwards. So here are some of my before and after shots for you to look at. Enjoy.
Number 4. So my transformation isn't even a transformation at this point right now, because I've been dealing with some personal issues, and I've just been eating my feelings, unfortunately, feeling very overwhelmed, very down, very blue, like the background, and it has affected me not losing weight and meeting my goals. And
This is Stacey from GetOffTheSofaAndMove, and here is some of my transformation pictures. I'm sorry they're not in good quality because they were took on mobile phones, and also I hated pictures taken of me. So people were taking them because they were taking pictures of other people, and I happened to be in them. So that's why. So the first one is of me before I even had kids, and this is when I was at my heaviest. I was 115 kilos, and this is the point when the doctor said you need to lose weight or some bad things are going to start happening. So I started and this is of me recently, and I see a big dramatic change, and this is me losing over 50 pounds.
So I'm here at the gym and I'm gonna go in and see how far I can run and then go on and at least do a mile today. I'm going to warm up walking and then restart the treadmill and see how long I can run for. So I only could run for about 2 minutes without having to stop. But that's just part of the process, just working. That felt so good.
Hi everybody, my name is Ruzele from the channel Back to Chubby. I still haven't gotten comfortable showing a full body picture yet, but I think that right here especially you can really start to tell that some of my weight has gone down.
So this is me a couple years ago when I weighed right around 500 pounds. I started losing some of my mobility and really just didn't want to live anymore. So this is what I looked like when I was about 500 pounds. This is me today. I'm about 360 pounds. I got a long way to go, but I feel great.
Shed for Life here, and I was not always trying to lose weight. In fact, growing up, I always felt painfully skinny, especially in comparison with my brothers and sisters. And so I spent years on various weight gain powders and plans to try and get some bulk. Unfortunately, in the process, I developed an eating disorder that grew out of control by the time I got to college. I had no idea how bad it had gotten and basically avoided cameras to make sure that I wouldn't be faced with that reality. For the last 20 years, I've basically been trying to reverse some of the damage that I'd done. And at this point, as of June 2006, this is about where I am. I'm doing my best to get back on plan.
I have some explaining to do. I haven't put out a weight loss video in almost over a month. I owe you an explanation as to why. And by you, I mean any of my friends, family, and my YouTube friends and family. People who have found me through YouTube and we've made a connection in some way. I owe you an explanation. The whole point of these videos that I have been making for YouTube has been to document myself as I attempt to transform one of my bad habits, my main bad habit, laziness. I knew that if I started out slow and just trying to make little changes, that progressively over time it would become easier to be more active and to be less lazy. And I got to that point. But when I got there, I found I wasn't able to relax at all. I was constantly thinking, how can I be improving myself? I could be working out, making my food, editing video. My brain was so active, I couldn't relax. I was having trouble sleeping. So I took a day off and I did nothing at all. I really enjoyed it, but then the next day I took another day off. What had taken so long and was so hard to do of changing my habit was so easy to go back. So I told myself, I'll have 1 week off. 1 week turned into 2. I made plans of doing it. I said I was going to do it, but I just kept putting it off. Growing up, my whole life, that has been my biggest bad habit, is putting things off. I realized how much better my life could be if I didn't put things off, if I dealt with the things I know that I have to do once they arise. I've had this idea for years to do a transformation video showing myself dancing, starting at a heavy weight and progressively filming every few weeks as I was losing weight, taking clips of myself dancing, and then editing that together to make it appear as if I lost weight just through dancing. I had that idea for years and I just put it off. I put it off, and then I started. I thought it was gonna be easy. I thought I could just breeze through it, lose weight so quick because I've done it in the past. Growing up, I've always felt overweight, but I've been athletic. I've played sports. From the age of 10, I started playing football. I've played rugby. I've been active. I've lifted weights, but my diet's always been poor. And I seem to do it in spurts. I would have times where I'm really going for it. I'm working out, I'm eating good. And then the other times I don't work out at all. I eat horrible food as much as I want, just the worst stuff. I started off around 255 pounds and I was able to get down to 230 in a pretty quick amount of time, but then I stayed there for months. Reason being, my workouts, I'd be working out consistently, but I'm not really pushing it. With my diet, I'm eating all right most of the time, but there are the odd times where you just eat more than you should, or you eat the wrong thing, something you're not supposed to have. So by doing that, I consistently just stayed around the same. If I lost any weight from being good, I'd gain it back by being bad, and I'd just stable out. So from 255 to 230, then in December, I called it Slim December, and I got down to around 213, I think. And since then, it's been 2 months. I'm in this transformation challenge. I'm trying to make a vlog here about losing weight, and I've stayed the same. In the last video that I made, I explained that I was joining a transformation challenge on bodybuilding.com. It's a 12-week challenge. The winner gets $100,000. I was so gung-ho for that competition. I thought, I'm gonna breeze through this. I'm gonna nail it. I'm gonna work out every day. I'm never gonna go off of my diet. I'm gonna eat exactly what I need to eat every single day, track my macros. And I made that a goal for 12 weeks. The problem with making such a big goal like that over a long period of time is that once you fail and you look forward to the rest of the weeks, you think, I've already failed. So being frustrated with my weight being the same, that I'm trying to make a weight loss video, yet I'm not losing weight, I'm making the bad decisions, I'm being lazy. I thought, what is there to film? But what I have learned about myself is that it comes in waves. It's not impossible for me to win this transformation challenge if I've spent the first few weeks, I've gone up in weight. When it started in January, I was about 215 pounds. Recently, I've been up to 220. But I'm not giving up. I'm going to push ahead for the rest of this contest. I still have until the first week of April. It's been 5 weeks since the competition started. There's only 7 weeks left. There's thousands of people who have entered. A certain portion have probably already quit, but there's been a portion of people that have been working hard the whole time, been having the perfect diet. So I'm up against it. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going, but it's really a long shot because really for me, it's not a 12-week contest. If I've gone up in my weight since I first started, really I only have what's left. I'm dealing with a 7-week transformation challenge. But looking back at what I've done, seeing that I can go through spurts of time where I'm really good, that's when I lose weight. I lose lots of weight and then I balance out for a few months. Maybe that's the best way for me to lose weight. But knowing that this competition is just 7 weeks from now, can I just, for 7 weeks, I want to do this so bad. I just want to do it, but it's hard to do. I'm so close, I don't know what's stopping me. If I can just do it for these next 7 weeks with your help. My current goal is to go this week coming forward. I want to film every day. I want to be vlogging I'm still gonna make it a weekly vlog, but I gotta film every day. I wanna work out every day and to eat what I'm supposed to eat every day without going over any of my calories or protein or carbs. If I can do that for a week, I'll lose a good amount of weight. I'm just gonna think of it 1 week at a time. Thinking 7 weeks ahead, it's too far, it's too much. I can't think that I'm gonna be perfect for 7 weeks. Let's just do it 1 week at a time. And please help me with it. If you see that I'm not making videos, message me, leave comments. In order to have a good YouTube channel, that's something you need to do. You need to consistently put out videos and put them at a consistent time. I'm looking to do that. You're gonna see some big changes. I've gotten a MacBook. I'm starting to use Final Cut Pro where I was just using a GoPro editor, which is very basic. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning Photoshop. I really want my channel to improve. I really wanna go for it. I think that I can do it. One thing that's been holding me back is that I've been comparing myself to other people who are doing these type of YouTube videos. Here's the top 3 big players. Number 1, Obese to Beast. This is a very impressive young man who was very large. He lost a lot of weight. He's very personable, makes great videos. Next is Fat Meets Fire. Another example, was very large, lost a lot of weight, very personable, makes great videos. And number 3, Danny Gets Fit. This guy, he was very big, lost a lot of weight, he's very personable and makes great videos. I was big, I was overweight, not as big or as overweight as what these other guys were. So I've been thinking to myself, who's gonna wanna watch me? When you can go to them and see, oh, they've made a huge difference, where I've made relatively a small difference. So I've been thinking, well, in that case, I have to get really fit. If I started out at 255 and lose 80 pounds, that'd put me at 175. That's a big number, you can say. It's not 100. Saying I've lost 100 pounds, very impressive. Although when I was younger, at one point, I almost weighed 280. I think I was about 279 when I was playing university football, offensive line. I was very strong. I could bench 225 pounds, 26 reps. So I've had this muscle under here. I just need to get rid of the fat. If I shed a lot of fat, get really fit, the video that you had at the very beginning, I can add to that video. Where I'm at now should only be my midpoint. So it has been impressive, the weight that I've lost, the transformation that I've done. It will be even more impressive as I continue to lose weight. Once I get into the single digits for body fat, that'll be a great transformation. So I was telling myself, just wait till you get to then you'll be getting the YouTube views and the audience. But that is a poor attitude. I should put my best effort into it now. I just feel like what I have done isn't impressive enough yet to put onto YouTube or to get an audience. Last weekend I saw a friend I hadn't seen in years. We used to play rugby, and when we played I was at a much larger size. He was telling me that I looked great. He asked me how much weight I lost. I said, I've lost about 50 pounds since the summer. He said, that's great. He seemed really impressed. And it seems strange to me because I've done that so many times that I'm no longer impressed with it. So many times in my life have I fluctuated from 250 to 200. I've done it a few times. But when I get to here, it's hard for me to get any under this. I've been maybe once in my life a little bit leaner than this. I think that was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Few years ago, but old habits came back. This has been the most consistent loss over a long period I've ever done. I haven't done it quickly, but I've been managing to keep it off. And even these last few weeks when I wasn't filming, at least I was working out. Sure, I wasn't going as hard as I should be and working as hard as I could, but I was going. For my diet, I'm still doing the keto diet. I've stayed in ketosis. Only once did I go off. I had a whole pizza. I had Popeye's fried chicken. I had a bubble tea, and I gained so much weight back just from one time of doing that. I went back up to 220. And then I thought, 2 months ago I weighed this. When I was doing Slim Sember, I was lower than, what am I doing? But I feel the motivation is back. It's 7 weeks. I'm gonna attack it 1 week at a time. It would just mean so much to me. And if you guys can help me with it, that's the goal for the next 7 weeks. But you know what? I think it's too much for me to do. 7 weeks? That's too much for one man to do. Some of you would have seen my other YouTube videos and know that one of my first was called My 7 Brothers. I did a joke skit where I pretended that I had 7 brothers, that we were a set of octuplets. My parents had to give them up for adoption because they couldn't afford to feed and clothe that many babies. And each one grew up in a different country. Australia, New Zealand, England, Wales, South Africa, Tonga, Samoa. Where the truth is, There's something I've been covering up. I have split personality. Those are actual 7 different personalities that I have. If I just give each personality one of those weeks, I don't have to do it for 7 weeks. So look out for next week's vlog where it's not going to be me hosting. You're going to have him for a whole week. My brother, one of my personalities, Bevan from Australia. Here are their daily tasks. Work out. They must challenge themselves in these workouts. Going there and just going and doing something, it's better than doing nothing, but we want to be pushing ourselves. Diet. We must eat exactly this every single day. So how does it look? Let's break it down what I'm going to eat. Beef or lamb. Depending on the day, I'm going to be having beef or lamb. Brussels sprouts. They're fried in butter, delicious. 1 Johnsonville bratwurst. A bowl of cheddar broccoli soup. A tablespoon of peanut butter. A big hunk of cheese. For the past few weeks, I've only been eating once a day. Eating is a huge thing to me. It's something that crosses my mind all the time. I usually am always thinking about eating. The reason why I've switched to this diet is because if you only eat once a day, you're still eating your target amount of calories, which for me is 2,100. So if I'm having a meal that has 2,100 calories, it's very big. And I love to eat a huge amount of food. If I try to eat small meals throughout the day, I'm just craving to stuff myself. Now I get to stuff myself once a day. At first I was tired and I had low energy through the day. Now I'm used to it. I have great energy. I don't even think about food. And I can get through it because I know I have that one big meal at the end of the day. Eating all those things, let's break it down. Let's show you how it looks. But that's just in that meal. At the beginning of the day, after I work out, I have a coffee, but I put into it a lot of fat. I put in 1 tablespoon of MCT oil, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of butter, and 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. It's all there, right for me there to do. If my brothers, if my split personalities can do that for the next 7 weeks, you will see a huge transformation. This is it. I'm pulling out all the stops. My 7 brothers, they're gonna nail it for these 7 weeks. If they can do it, I'll have a good chance of winning that transformation challenge. And even if I don't, then at that point, I'll be in the shape where I'm comparable to those top 3 guys on YouTube. My transformation will be as comparable to them. Mine's been good, but I wasn't as big as them at the beginning. So I've got down to about the same shape as what those guys are. If I can get beyond that, this channel is going to grow. I'm going to do the things that I need to do. I'm going to stop putting everything off. I had a temporary setback, getting back on it. My brothers are going to do it. If they don't, if they fall off, if you're not seeing videos, get at me, message me, push me, help me. I can't do it alone. I need my 7 brothers. I need my friends and family. I need my YouTube audience. And I promise you, I'm going to go for it for these 7 weeks. Just 7 weeks. I'm going to do it. This is going to be the #1 commitment in my life for 7 weeks. This is the Andrew Joakim 7-week bulletproof coffee. No, let's just call it bulletproof. Bulletproof fasting, warrior diet. No, I got to come up with a better name for this. Name to be determined, #challenge, TBD challenge. It's going to be a 7-week challenge where every day I have to have my bulletproof coffee, my big meal, don't eat more than that, and do my workouts. If I can do that for 7 weeks, I can't even imagine what it will be like. If I manage to do this, with your help, you're gonna see a huge, incredible, amazing transformation. I beg of you, please help me with this. If you see that I'm not posting a video, tell me. With you, we're gonna do it. I believe in myself, and I'm looking forward to these next 7 weeks and let my brothers come out to play.
Alright guys, wasn't that super exciting and motivating and inspiring? Mine maybe not so much, but regardless, if you're on a journey, please check everyone out on this collab and make sure you watch everybody going forth in this playlist I will link down below. So I'm going to have the next person that's doing the next #5 question displayed here on the bottom, as you can see. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Never give up. #Team love yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye.